Hi everyone, welcome back to Dash of Annie. Today I'm going to show you how to recreate the mushroom risotto recipe from The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. In the game, Link can make mushroom risotto using a mushroom, Himalayan rice, goat butter, and rock salt. For the mushrooms, I used cremini and shiitake mushrooms. Instead of Himalayan rice, I used arborio rice. I actually managed to find goat butter. And for the rock salt, I used Himalayan pink rock salt. Some other ingredients I used were olive oil, onion, garlic, dry white wine, chicken broth, and fresh oregano. Let's start by slicing up our ingredients. First, dice up one onion. You can use a yellow or white onion. The risotto in Breath of the Wild is pretty light, so I actually think a white onion would make this dish look even more realistic compared to the game. Next, mince 2 cloves of garlic. Remove the stems off your mushrooms, slice them in half, then slice those halves into thinner slices. I wish I had used white mushrooms instead of cremini to make them look more like they do in the game, but I do think the shiitake mushrooms were a great idea. They added a really nice flavor to the risotto, and they do look a lot like the mushrooms located on the top of Link's risotto in the game. I did save a few of the best looking shiitake mushrooms so I could decorate with them at the end. Next, grate about 1/3 of a cup of fresh parmesan. If you like your risotto a bit cheesier and creamier, you can definitely grate more. Grab a pot and add 6 cups of chicken broth to it. Bring the broth to a boil and set it aside near your workspace. For this next part, I used a large cast iron pan. If you don't have one, you can also use a large pot instead. Heat 2 tablespoons of olive oil on medium heat. Once your pan is hot, add your diced onion. Let your onion cook for a few minutes until they're translucent. Add 2 tablespoons of goat butter and your sliced mushrooms. In my opinion, goat butter tastes just like regular butter, so feel free to use cow butter if you'd like. Let this cook until your mushrooms are soft and tender. Add your minced garlic, then season with some pink salt and pepper. Let the garlic cook for about a minute while stirring. Add your arborio rice and cook that for another minute, stirring continuously. Pour in half a cup of a dry white wine. Stir this until the wine has disappeared. If you think this is a lot of stirring, then just wait. We've got a lot more ahead of us. Add 1 ladle of chicken broth to the pan and stir your risotto until the broth is completely absorbed by your rice. You need to stir your risotto constantly to ensure that each grain is getting a chance to absorb that broth. After your rice has absorbed the broth, add another ladle of broth. Stir it again until it's absorbed. You're going to repeat this for a while. It can take anywhere between 15 to 30 minutes for this to cook, but believe me when I say it is so worth the wait. When your risotto starts looking nice and thick, give it a taste. If some grains are a bit crunchy, it still needs more broth and time. Once your rice is soft throughout the dish, add more salt and pepper if you think it needs some. Then add in your parmesan. To make my risotto look just like Link's, I sauteed a few shiitake mushrooms in a little bit of olive oil for a few minutes. Link's risotto has 1 large mushroom and 4 smaller mushrooms as his garnish, so I cooked up a few extra just to see how they'd look on top. Serve your risotto in a nice plate, then top it with your sauteed shiitake mushrooms, and add a little bit of fresh oregano. And now you have Link's mushroom risotto for Breath of the Wild. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more recipes. Let me know if you have a dish from your favorite video game that you'd like me to make next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.